Are we ready to rock?
Yeah. He's really good.
I've just handed the chair 2 envelopes. We'll come to that in a minute. Now, tonight you are all getting a lesson in the rules. And frankly, it would not do any of us any good to come to this hall tonight and behave like members of Parliament by shouting and joining in. Now, the rules. You've all seen tonight that as members of the public, we have to come here and abide by the rules. Now, here's a funny thing. There are things called codes of conduct for councillors. I have them in my hand. I've had a look at the National Code of Conduct on the Gov website. I've had a look at North Somerset Council's Code of Conduct. And I've had a look at Portishead Town Council's Code of Conduct. All 3 there. Now, as Miss Hennessy alluded to earlier, actually we can ask our town councillors to intercede on our behalf to North Somerset Council, especially when we have 3 members of our town council who sit on the illustrious executive of North Somerset Council. So I don't think it's unfair, and this is one of the things I looked up in this, it is not unfair of us to expect them to represent our wishes to the town council. So, what's in the envelope? Last week at the annual residents' meeting, Mr. Oynes/Councillor Oynes, I'm not quite sure what he was speaking in what capacity, I challenged him over the fact that North Somerset Council still have not apparently taken possession of Portbury Wharf Nature Reserve. Now I have here a letter written by the leader of North Somerset Council, Nigel Ashton, 2 years ago when he said, let's make it clear, this means that there will be no longer an annual charge for residents to pay the management of the nature reserve from the date of the council's ownership. Now in the last 2 years, that levy has not been collected, despite North Somerset Council not taking ownership. I want to know who gave the order to stop collecting the levy. I have my suspicions. But I've decided, in the envelope, in the envelope, I have a copy of Mr. Ashton's letter. I've also included a copy of the Code of Conduct to remind our councillors of their duties to us, the public. So I've asked Councillor Oynes, because he brought up the subject of the Nature Reserve last week, and Councillor Pasley, to find out for me who gave the order to stop collecting the levy. Now, they can refuse. In their right, they can refuse. However, if they refuse, they will be in breach of their code of conduct as councillors. And if they choose not to carry out that duty tonight, they will be in breach of their code of conduct to a room full of people. So, Ms. Cottrell, I would ask you to pass those envelopes to Councillors Pasley and Oynes, and I would ask them here and now, are they willing to find out for me, as a resident, using their abilities as North Somerset Town Councillors, who ordered the scrapping of the levy in advance of North Somerset Council taking ownership of Portbury Wharf Nature Reserve? Are they going to do it, yes or no? Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Mark.